Hello, I'm Nathan Wogman of AHS-TV. We are back on the HAWKS cast with Garron Bennett and Haiden to talk about the Turkey Bowl.
Hello.
All right. Biggest thing about this year's Turkey Bowl is I hear it's the biggest Turkey Bowl we've had yet. Do you know who all is going to be in it?
Well, right now there's a total of 14 people per team. With Kyan Klein, he's playing. Rocco, he's one of the coaches. We got Rowan Miller, he's one of the team captains. Haiden Pampina, he's playing.
Yeah.
And Mr. Nate Walkman over there.
Thank you. Are you looking forward to this year's Turkey Bowl? Like, I personally feel like it's going to be crazy because I know there's a couple kids out there that don't even play football and they're buying gear.
Yeah.
Like, I know Trevor's one of them. He said he's buying gloves, cleats. He's going all out.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't see why he would go all out. He didn't even buy his own stuff for actual football.
Didn't he quit actual football?
Yeah, I had to
he
give him my
didn't go
old
through
cleats
it.
to use, and then he quit and took them.
Oh, okay. I mean, respect that. I mean, maybe someone came home. You never know. Personally, I'm scared of the McNeely brothers because we don't got gear on, and they're still not holding back.
Oh, yeah, they're on my team.
Yeah, you have a stacked team. Like, that's
Yeah, and
completely
Trevor
unfair.
Wanted a trade from Rowan's team, so we've already had our first trade of the season.
I heard the trade was unsuccessful because I'm the one that set up that trade.
I don't think so. I think he's still just gonna walk over on my side either way.
I mean, it is a Turkey Bowl. I don't really see
Yeah.
a big deal of that. Any opinions on Turkey Bowl, Haiden?
I think it's being taken just a little too far.
Oh no, it's not. Trust me.
I got
This is
yelled
the
at
first
by
one you've
Rowan.
Played in.
I've got yelled at by Rowan because I said I'm not going to practice because I'm busy.
Oh no. My team's already had multiple practices.
It's backyard football. We don't need practice.
Oh no, we
It,
got like a
it takes the
20
fun out of it. If you want to have fun outside of school, you shouldn't make it a school-like environment.
It's not a school-like environment.
But
We're
it's
just
practice.
practicing. We have like a 20-play playbook.
Bro, I have to
Already.
go to
That sucks.
football practice every day. I'm not going to practice after football practice.
Yeah, that's like signing up for a sport. Like, the people are going to the Turkey Bowl because they didn't want to deal with that in football.
Like Trevor, for instance,
like
he
Trevor.
didn't want to.
Deal with what?
Plays and
A whole
practice.
20.
No, we just have the plays.
How many?
I would say the ones that we're going to use, we're probably going to use about 8.
That's too much.
Then why do you have 20?
I think
Because pick from the best.
personally, I think I'm going to show up and just run.
Personally,
That's just your guys' team. I'm just saying my team has plays, and we want to.
personally, I think Nate's only going to be on defense because he has brick hands, but it's okay.
Personally, I would not take that level of disrespect.
Well, see, at least I don't drop in-game balls. Like,
I've never dropped an in-game ball.
I'm pretty sure there's somewhere you drop.
Never dropped an in-game ball.
I feel like
I've
my
had two
dad
thrown to me
actually
and
let
I've caught
me.
both of them.
I feel like if my dad actually let me play football, I'd be actually goated at it.
I don't think you would.
I think
I
I
don't
would.
think you understand.
I got good.
You got
footwork.
tired at track running whenever you had a choice not to run and you only ran a little bit.
I
you
was
wouldn't
that was
survive.
more lazy. See, like
Yeah, you're
I
too
can,
lazy for football.
No, I can be dedicated. Like at basketball, I'm dedicated.
Yeah, but that's basketball. You have a reason to be dedicated. You've done it for years. If you just joined football,
I have all those missing years to make up, so I'd have to be more dedicated.
I don't see it coming
We'll
that
find
way.
out November 19th.
On a team, maybe you could take my place.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. See, my personal opinion is I feel like the school should host something like this because we do all those
Yeah.
Kind of
kickball
like
things.
powder puff that.
Kind of like a powder
Yeah.
puff, but
That
for
they
Turkey
did.
Bowl.
And
Yeah,
we
but
have-
they wouldn't risk it being backyard football. That's why they
They
wouldn't do
don't
anything
want
like it.
injuries. They don't want to get sued.
Yeah,
They would have
That's
to make
why we
everyone wear
actually
protective
have
gear.
Contracts we're cooking up.
You're cooking up contracts.
Yeah,
I'm not signing a contract.
I'll
you
sign the
have
contract.
to. You can't play.
I will play, but I'm not signing a contract. It's backyard football.
Yeah, that's kind of well. I
'Cause
gotta.
If you get injured,
If I
then
get
you can't
injured, I'm
sue
going to
the
go
person
home
that
and I'm going
injured
to
you.
deal with it like a person.
Personally, I'm 18, so if I hurt someone, I need that contract.
Yeah, you do.
Personally, I'm not 18. Plus, I could care less about injuries.
The point of the contract is making sure that even if you do get hurt, you cannot sue the other
The
person.
only thing I will... Why would I sue someone in a backyard
I don't
football
know.
game?
We've broken collarbones.
Okay, that's just how life goes.
Yeah, it gets intense. I'm not gonna lie. I've
That's
heard
just how
stories.
life goes. If you sue someone over that, you shouldn't be part of the
We've
group
had
that's
broken
playing football.
wrists. collarbones, and pretty sure we've had a broken arm on that field. So
How many years have you been doing this?
this will be the 5th year.
It's both of our first year joining. I was invited to last year, but
Yeah, so was I.
work got
Yeah.
me caught up. Well, I feel like the school can get away with it if they did the flag football. Now that's kind of
Yeah, but
stupid.
nobody likes flag football.
Yeah, no one likes flag football.
Yeah, whenever we did flag football at Hawkathon last year, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well,
Yeah, my
I mean, our
went
team was-
undefeated in
that's because all the football players showed up in full gear.
No, they had their gloves and cleats, but we still beat them. It was all right.
Yeah, and we had
cowboy boots too.
yeah,
It's
we
called
had
leadership.
we had 3 athletic kids on our team. Me, Haiden, who's the third, Gabe.
Gabe a little bit.
Gabe.
And Gabe a little bit, yeah. I respect my boy Gabe.
Gabe's gone. And I
Rowan's
miss him.
I know.
picking all like linemen for you guys. It's
Yeah, our
terrible.
team is going to
Okay,
be like
that don't make
Smitty running
sense.
a go.
See, but Smitty's gonna be like, I'm happy to have Smitty on my team.
What's he gonna do?
I have no idea,
Move
but
me?
Smitty's
No,
just
he's not.
Smitty.
Nate, I think you need to do your research a little more on Smitty.
Oh yeah, he's fat.
Smitty is bad at football. He's been kicked off first team like
100%.
8 times.
Yeah,
Every
I-
time he earns his way back on, he gets kicked off right away.
I know, like he ain't the best, but like it's gonna be interesting because like
For backward
it's-
football, I could see it working better because
Yeah.
he's just big and he
because he
just
can do
hold
whatever
the-
he wants.
hold the ground down.
Because he can just do whatever he wants, and I don't understand why we're picking linemen for backyard football that we
Yeah.
don't have a line for.
And it's 7-on-7, so
Yeah,
it's all
it is.
skills positions.
Exactly.
Are we doing run?
Yeah,
All right.
anything's legal. There's blitzes, everything.
Are we doing like a
Okay, well-
countdown first? Because it's kind of hard to do a 7-on-7 without a countdown for blitz.
Well, yeah, he gets like a.
Are we gonna
2-3
have like a
second
ref there or something?
blitz. Yeah, we have like 2 people that said they'd be refs.
I feel
Who,
like
who are the 2 people that said they'd be refs?
Hayden's dad and Mike's dad.
I feel
Both of them
like
have coached football and played football.
I feel like that one of the refs should scream out the blitz countdown because each player counts either too fast, too slow. There's always gonna be an argument there.
Yeah.
You see where I'm coming at? Because like you get like Hayden's blitzing, but like in his head it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but like in reality it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because like in the Russian things, when your adrenaline kicks in, you count way faster, but it feels slow.
Yeah.
In all reality, Nate, you could have chose anyone else but me to blitz. I'm just saying, I play
couldn't
corner,
think. I couldn't
and I
think.
kind of have to guard the guy running.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't know. I wasn't thinking like, hey, who on our
Nate,
team?
if
that's
you
gonna be
played
there
football,
does blitz?
what position would you play?
Wide receiver.
Would you do any defense?
What defense?
I would probably do defense.
Would you be safety, linebacker, corner?
Probably a corner, or isn't safety the guy that's second back?
He's like
He's
usually the
like-
deepest back, or he's
Yeah,
blitz.
yeah,
he's,
so-
he's basically the last line of defense.
Yeah, so either
And
like,
he's basically in charge of all the defense. He calls out the
Yeah.
plays. He makes sure
then,
everyone
like,
knows what they're
probably
doing.
not
The
that
cover
because it'd be
call.
my first year, but definitely corner.
Yeah,
I feel like me and you would share the same positions. If anything, I'd be like, I don't know. I feel like I would do what Garron did. Weren't you a tight end?
No, I was not a tight end.
What were you?
I was slot.
Yeah, I'd probably like run something like slot.
Yeah, you'd be better. So that's what Jack Valasek plays.
Yeah.
If see at wide receiver, you got smaller guys that you're normally going up against,
Mm-hmm.
but they're normally way quicker.
They're way fast.
Yeah.
That
Because
See, like,
you
with
normally at
wide
a slot-
receiver, I feel like
At
it's not my
slot,
speed
you just
that's
have all of the big
Yeah, you
guys.
have outside linebackers guarding you and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes middle linebackers have to bump out and get to you.
Yeah, that's
See,
why
like-
the slots are normally like the bigger guys.
Slots and tight ends. But
Yeah.
I think right now our tight end per se is Dozick.
No, I could
But
definitely.
he also
take
plays
to-
sniffer.
Yeah, I can definitely. I think I would do a good tight end.
I don't think you. Yeah, I think you got to be bigger. Dozick,
can get
Dozick's
bigger.
like 205 pounds
Yeah,
compared
tight
to you.
ends.
I feel like I
160.
can get bigger though. Like I can like take that step.
I really don't think you could. You've
Well,
been on a journey all
slot-
summer to gain weight, and
slot-
you've kind of hit a plateau.
Slot
Slot would be your thing.
and
You'd be a slot receiver.
wide receiver. See, the only reason I'm confident in my wide receiver skills is I might not have speed, but I got better footwork than I used to. Because like
See, but for the footwork, you have to get them with more than just your footwork. And it's not like basketball. You can't just make a quick move. You have to trick their whole body.
yeah, I know.
Like the
Like your
footwork
whole
really
head got to
only
turn,
matters-
and you got to be able to turn back fast enough to get the ball, or else you're just getting hit in the side of the head with the ball.
yeah, like Footwork
And trust me,
really
that's the
only
most
matters
embarrassing
within
thing
the
ever.
first 5 yards.
Yeah, you gotta basically, okay, so whenever you go to start, you do like a side step to get out of the way, and then like you speed out of there, but then someone's there, you might have to do it again. That's quite literally it. Other than that, you just want to go your route. You don't want to veer off of it, because if you take too long,
Yeah, if you veer off,
that's where
it's gonna mess
the
everything
quarterback
up.
gets hit.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like I can adapt though. Like, I feel like I'm a well adapted person. Because like
Sometimes it depends.
it depends on the
you got
sport. It
those
depends
little
on the
anger
sports.
issues to where when someone tells you you're wrong, you won't accept it.
But like I've worked on that, and I feel like I've gotten better at that. Like this year for basketball,
Maybe you just have to
getting
prove it.
I've been getting corrected a lot at basketball this year, and I haven't said anything. Nothing but thanks.
Maybe you'll just have to prove it.
But if it's something stupid like
Like
Will Adams walking up to me and trying to correct my pole vaulting, that is why I get angry.
Hey,
can
I hope
he
you know-
get his 300 pounds over that bar?
Hold on.
No.
You got to think of it from his perspective. He can see something that you can't. It's third person.
But
He
then-
can see everything you're doing. You can only see what you feel.
But like that's what my coach is for. And if Will Adams is going against my coach,
If he's going against, yes. But if he has, like, he's saying, like, okay, maybe you need to start a little closer because you're seeming like you're forcing it a little bit, or just trying to help you out. You shouldn't get mad. You should sit.
well,
You should thank
obviously.
him, but say, like, tell him
Like-
why you're where you're at.
Yeah. I don't get mad over like small things like that. I'll admit in the past I have had anger issues, but I feel like everyone has anger issues at one point in time.
Yeah.
Think of like where I was like outside of those sports. It's not what I meant, Garron.
Really small.
Does not anymore. Anyways,
Hey, I'm sorry, sir.
you're right. I apologize. Let me take a breather.
Here, how about we move on to our core values?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually, I
Respect.
got a couple things. Yeah, respect me. I got a couple things I want to talk about first.
Okay.
Okay, so what time is this turkey bowl taking place? That's something I personally need to
November
know.
19th.
What time of the day?
Time of the day, it'd be, well, I get there early to set up everything, so probably around like 11 or 12.
Can we back up on set up everything? When it all gets set up, you walk on a field and you throw a ball.
Well, he has to make sure everyone's there. The
I
refs
get
are there.
first,
The ball's
I make
there.
sure the refs
How much
are
you paying the
there.
refs? How much you paying the refs?
They don't get paid.
They're going to get paid. He just wants to win.
And I bring like 3 fold-out tables. I bring a bunch of Gatorade, water, all that stuff.
Are you going to buy like Gatorade mix? Because if you're buying actual Gatorade bottles,
That's
I
expensive.
think people should bring in money for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should have
Because if
like
you buy the mix, it's a little bit cheaper.
yeah, the mix is like you can get like a couple gallons, like quite a few gallons.
You need to
for
get like
$5.
someone's mom, like, to be the
Get your mom,
Manager.
get Bree to do it.
Manager.
yeah, like make sure that no one's
Working.
I mean,
doing anything.
Make
they
your
shouldn't.
dad do it.
My dad said he wanted to be a ref.
Well, then do that. I would be scared. I would
Who
never.
do you
I would
think
never.
would be?
I would never
Who's
talk
gonna
back to that
contest-
ref.
Who's going to contest to that ref?
Yeah,
Nobody.
he's huge.
Well,
He
do
said
you think
pass
he will be?
interference, It's pass interference, all right?
Do you think he'll be on the field, or will he be a line judge?
That's-
He'll be on the field.
Yeah, I could see it. I feel like he would just be there, call something. If someone doesn't stop running, he's hitting them. I feel like he's doing it specifically for his fun.
If someone doesn't stop, he's hitting them.
Sounds right. I think the after this year, next year, when all of our major good players graduate, it's gonna get really interesting, and like I feel like our basketball is really gonna go downhill.
Yeah,
There's
that's
some
exactly
really
what's
good
gonna
young
happen.
stars.
I'll give Quinn,
Quinn, Cole, Memphis.
Memphis is really
Memphis
good.
is big, and then there's that kid. Who's that kid? He's like 6'3". He was 6'3" in like 8th grade.
blonde.
No, he was. He wasn't good at basketball yet, but it was his first year. But he was tall and he was big, and I feel like he could be good if he actually played again.
I can't think of who.
And then there's
Talking
also Jaden Oliver.
Yeah, he's pretty good. See, that group has potential,
that
but
group
I
could
also
carry
feel
it.
like half that group is going to quit basketball and go to baseball because half of them already want to.
I feel like they're gonna come to their senses with that. They're young. They'll adjust.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, let's talk about our recurring segment or whatever. With the core values, do you feel like they still are in action? Like barely, not even like some of the respect or honor ones.
No.
Honor, maybe just because of sporting events, but
I feel like they're not taken seriously by anyone.
really.
Even our staff here with seniors, every single year there's always been senior privileges. It's earned. Like you go through every year, you should earn something. But this year, they just got rid of everything. And it's kind of like a blow on us. We lose what we've been working for.
I don't feel like we've lost everything though. Like we still have the lobby for lunches.
Oh boy, I get to sit on a circle table instead of a rectangle.
I think
It's less crowded.
I think
more
the things that really
roomy.
don't make sense of them getting rid of is skipping lines. Because every single year we've had to put up with it.
Yeah.
And it's a tradition at this point, and they just got rid of it.
Do you feel like it's coming back like next year?
If it comes back
Hell no,
next
I
year, I
still
will be
do it.
super upset.
I still skip the lines.
Well, like that's something you just got to watch for teachers and like watch for the
I don't
lunch
even care
lady.
if teachers see me. I'll tell them I'm a senior, and they'll be like, "That doesn't happen anymore." And I'll be like, "Too bad. It just did."
Yeah, like things like those, I fully agree with you. Like we should have back, but like think of it from like the principal's perspective. Like he needs to like find ways because like he gave us that speech at the beginning of the year. Don't skip a line. You don't know how that kid's day's going. You might be the last straw and make him lash out and fight you for no reason.
Yeah, has that
Fighting
ever
for no
happened in the
reason.
history of this?
No.
No, the only fights that have happened are because people are stubborn, don't know how to fight outside of school. Our school has no in problems. Everything comes from outside of the school.
Yeah, I can see
if someone
that.
fights you because you skip the line or lashes out, that's anger management. They need control of that.
Yeah.
That's not on us. We've worked towards it. We dealt with it whenever we were ninth graders up until seniors. None of us lashed out. It's
Yeah,
it's a
that's
respect
true.
thing from a younger point of view. It's someone older than you, the
I can see how
upperclassmen
it
for a reason.
I could see how it teaches them like a respect.
But there's also, from their point of view, they'd be waiting in line for like 20 minutes and then a group of seniors could go in front of them and
then
they
the
could miss
whole
out.
Group of seniors comes up, and it's like 5 extra minutes now.
Yeah. But like maybe not from like the snack shop or like lunches with the senior skip, but like I feel like we still feel more respected than we did last year as juniors. Like for example, one, we do get the lobby to sit, and I don't care what you say, it's better than the senior high cafeteria.
I mean, you got to think last year, most people still sat in the lobby because
that's-
they got rid of
That's
that
'cause-
last year.
Yeah, but like
And
that
we were
was
juniors sitting in the junior high cafeteria because a bunch of underclassmen took the tables that.
Oh,
well, you
that-
can't
the
blame that on
seniors
our
still
school.
over
You
there
can blame that on
made them
COVID.
move.
But our school could still implement rules instead of just letting things go haywire for it.
That's true. That's true. But like, what about from like a teacher's perspective? Like, I personally feel like much more respected by all of the teachers compared to last year. Last year, like I got like they did respect us, but they only respected us because they had to. But this year, I feel like genuine respect coming from teachers because we're like young adults now.
I see it a little differently. Most of the time, they're just doing their job and they're not respecting you. They're just doing what they have to do so they don't lose their job.
I feel like
None of the teachers in this school really actually care. It feels like there's specific ones that you have to like known for years. It feels like if you have a new teacher, you could sit in the back of their classroom quietly and they would never acknowledge you unless they want you to answer a question.
I can see that, but like my personal experience that has yet to happen. Like for me, all my teachers like I can tell they genuinely care. Like one of my biggest teachers, Mr. Swanson. Like I'm here 4 or 5 periods of the day, but like I feel like that's a little different. But like all my like major classes, like they genuinely respect that we're young adults now, and they have like more respect towards us. Because like if you were a 10th grader or a junior walking into that classroom versus a senior, who's they gonna respect more?
See, I can see it in some classes like art. We don't have to follow the same schedule and do little sketchbooks and stuff and check in with her every day.
Yeah.
We could just work. But then there's other classes like English and math and stuff where you're in the exact same environment since 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there should be some change. Like you should be able to work differently or see as
responsibly.
Yeah, I see it as a child, like whenever my parents were in school, by the time they were seniors, as long as their work was done, they could go to any class they wanted to work on their work as long as that teacher let it. But now you kind of have to be in the class.
Yeah, like there's
even like as a senior, you could be done with your work. You could be 3 weeks ahead, and you just kind of have to sit there. You can't go. You have to stay there. The only time you can is if you have a genuine like excuse. Like you can't just be like, I need to go work. Can I go to another classroom?
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Like I feel like the respect for people has went down in years. Like they don't expect much of us.
I understand that, but I also feel like some of the graduating classes before us kind of ruined that for us. Like think of all the times we've gotten into trouble. We've been on the news. Like we've lost some privileges because we've done some dumb things. Well, thank you for talking today. Had a great time. Good to talk about the Turkey Bowl. Thank you for being part of my podcast, and I hope to see you next time.